welcome to this episode of the Voynich Manuscript.
Woo!
My name is Finn.
Sky.
Quinn.
And today we'll be talking about the Oak Island Money Pit, also known as the Curse of Oak Island.
The curse.
The Curse.
The curse.
So, do any of you know anything about this? before I get into
Nope.
it? Alrighty.
I've heard of Oak Island, but that's more so just a name, the name Oak Island, but I don't know anything about it.
That's fair.
I've heard of Oak, Island, Money, and Pit, but not all in
As
the
separate
same sentence.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So, in 1799, so another old one, a young man...
Oh wait, what year did you say?
1799.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a while ago. A young man named Daniel McGinnis wants
What a name.
to find a new place to set up a farm. So he paddles out to a close island, Oak Island, just off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. When he gets to the island, he discovers a divot in the ground, looks up and notices a rope tied to the tree right above it. Believing something to be buried here, he starts digging with his bare hands. After making no progress, he gets two men, identified as John Smith and Anthony Vaughan, to help.
Yeah, no shit, he's not making progress. He's using his hands.
Yeah. After some hours and getting about 2 feet, which is roughly 60 centimetres, down, they discover a layer of flagstone, so just like loads of flat rocks.
Okay.
Any theories so far?
I mean, just from the rope above the tree and the divot in the ground, I was gonna say maybe they used it to hang people.
Oh, Jesus.
Like as a dark tone, it was like this is where they did court and order. It's like, kick the chair. There you go. There's no way to stand.
I mean, it's a valid theory.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
They dug a hole.
and I'm thinking that this guy's not the brightest. He's like, all right, I'm gonna keep digging. Okay, I'm not getting very far. Actually, that's also not very. Wait, is that far? Like, if they're using shovels to get
I don't
60
know,
centimeters?
60 centimetres, so that's about what?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway, so at the 10 foot, so 3 metre mark,
Okay.
they hit an oak wood platform and apparently hit one of these every 10 feet they went down. So every 10 feet there'd be like oak wood platform, oak wood platform, oak wood platform.
Just a single layer of oak wood platform.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say coffin, but no, never mind.
I'll get to some exceptions to that later.
I was going to
Okay.
say like a underground mine thing that's been filled up.
That's a
Oh,
good
that's
idea.
true. Yeah.
So the men realise that the earth here is loose and pre-dug, but after the 30 foot mark, they realise that they can't really go any deeper and just basically give up. So
Yeah, don't you hate it when the people you hire just leave?
he didn't hire him, he just went, hey, I found something.
Oh, so he's like,
Hey Johnny, you
Oh
want
my
to go
God.
grab a Bunnings snag now?
You s-
Where,
Hey John,
or-
Anthony, it's me, your good friend Daniel. Come to this island and dig a hole.
man,
I'll shout you a Bunnings snag afterwards.
A Canadian Bunnings snack.
Yeah.
Eh?
God.
Yeah. Okay, so in 1802, so 3 years later, a company called the Onslow Company came and dug up around 90 feet, so that's 27 metres, with continuing wooden platforms every 10 feet. At approximately 37 feet, they found charcoal. 45, they found putty. And 65, they found coconut fibre.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not normally under that layer of.
Not
Oh
that
wait, pudding.
putty.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why. I filled in my brain.
putty.
I filled in my brain pudding. I was like, what the fuck? Who put pudding there? But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the 68 and 80 foot mark, they found a large stone inscribed with symbols similar to those on a 16th century cipher disc.
Oh no.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, big old rock with all these 16th century symbols and runes on it.
Okay.
Which is weird,
Yes.
to say the least.
Oh boy.
Is it weird?
Yes, it is.
I'm getting yes, I would say so. I'm getting some kind of a theory.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm thinking like maybe the indigenous people there, like I don't know, it was some sort of thing. They were just like digging, and I don't really know anything past it. It was like maybe the indigenous people like just sort of put stuff there, up, put something else there, and just sort of kept going.
All right.
That's all I have so far. Nothing like any reason or anything. It's just like maybe something from a while ago.
I should have looked into what the indigenous people there were called, but like nothing in my research ever indicated the indigenous people. That's a really interesting theory, actually. I didn't even think of that one.
It wouldn't have been a. I want to say like an oil plant, but they gave up halfway through.
Well,
and
like
went,
an oil
nope.
rig sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I haven't heard any theories about oil either, so who knows? So one day, they just kind of went to sleep one night while they were digging up, and they woke up in the morning,
and the pit came alive.
Whoa, it's Monster House, the Monster Pit.
The Monster Pit.
It's like a big mouth in the ground.
Wow.
The Monster Pit coming to a cinema near you.
I'm sure that's a film, so like a B-list film.
Oh yeah.
Monster Hole.
Oh, the name I got when I used to be a stripper. I'm joking. I was never a stripper.
Name of my new band.
Oh my god.
So yeah, for one day, when they woke up, the pit had filled with water. Completely filled with water.
Was it raining the night prior?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Because it was for some unknown reason. If it had been...
Underground water
wait.
upwards. The tides changed and
I was
flooded
about to
the
say.
hole.
Okay, well this... So think of the island about... pass me that coaster.
Okay.
So think of the island about that bit. Thank you for passing.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm so sorry.
Think of the island about this big. The hole is about there.
Okay, that's
So,
pretty far away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty far away from the coast.
But still, right? Water can just.
It can, yes.
can.
Yeah.
But, and like at this point, I think it's what, like 30 feet below sea level.
Oh, yeah. Also, for everyone listening, it's a pretty good distance away from the water. It's
Oh,
just-
yeah. Yeah, I need to stop doing visual references. I mean, I'll keep showing the guests' pictures.
You
but
need like a website where you can put all your.
I was thinking
photos
just
on.
doing like an Instagram or a Twitter.
Or an Instagram or a Twitter. Yeah, that works.
Why not both?
Why not both? Why not all of the above? Option D.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, when this filled up with water, the Onslow company just was like, we don't fucking know what to do, and just called it and left.
Well, good luck. Bye.
Yeah. Then, almost 50 years later, in 1849, a company called the Truro Company re-excavated to about the 86-foot mark, so 26 meters. But it flooded again, obviously. Using different drilling methods, they managed to get to the 109, so 30 meter mark. Sorry, 33 meter, which is a good distance.
Yeah, that's a pretty good distance.
Like,
Yeah.
that's about the length of my house.
Yeah.
Then the Truro Company shifted their attention to a local outlet, or inlet even, called Smith's Cove. A local
I love those chips.
I thought you were
fuck's
going to
sake.
say the band, the Smiths.
I don't know a band. I know the chip.
Heresy.
packets. No, I got nothing.
They're really good. Listen to them.
Okay.
This is free advertising for a band that was popular in the 80s.
And the chips.
And the chips that aren't available outside of Australia.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, because in England I think they're called Walkers.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. But yeah, they turned their attention to Smith's Cove to try to find where this flooding was coming from.
The gremlins.
It's not the Kelly Goblins. They couldn't find it at the cove, so they just started drilling some more holes in an attempt.
Oh, just, as you do.
Yeah.
Just
Well, this one's not working.
Both-
Move a bit over.
Yeah, both in an attempt to find the treasure and to find where the water was coming from. They couldn't. At this point, this small island, I don't want to understate this. This is not a big island.
Yeah.
This is like, Stradbroke Island?
Oh, yeah.
Smaller than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Quite a small island.
Yeah.
So yeah, with all of these like extremely deep holes being dug, the ground is turning into like a quagmire, like a slurry. So it's starting to get dangerous on this island.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a great place to make a farm.
Well, it would have been before they started fucking digging. So, at this point, I'm going to stop telling you all the companies and just give you a timeline, because basically a lot of companies came round to this place. A lot of companies failed. Actually, let me just quickly, before I go any further, let me grab a diagram of the hole. This is the one I was using earlier. So, like, I can just zoom in on that. So yeah, it goes like flagstones, oak, 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 oak. That's the stone, and then yeah. Anyway, so
I want to say it's a tomb, like you know how Egyptians are like buried and shit? Like a tomb, but like this is a very like narrowly.
Grave. It's a grave.
Yeah.
Like ones that we dig nowadays, but deep.
I mean,
I mean, normally it's like 6 feet. This one's like much more feet.
Very good.
It's not like it tells you in a picture or anything.
I just sort of gave in.
So right now we're about up to this point.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So in 18, you know what, I could just read from where I was. In 1861, another company came in and started working on the pit. After some more re-excavation, after the pit filled up again.
By any chance, is this going to turn into a really big sinkhole? And the whole island's just going to become really dangerous? It's just going to go... boop.
I'll get into that.
Yeah.
Erosion is a thing?
So they found another tunnel at about 105, 110 feet. So on the map this way.
Okay.
That's where the first body is buried.
And they realise this tunnel leads to Smith's Cove. And they realised that this is where the water was flooding from. So every time the tide came in, water would come in, fill the tunnel.
Shit.
Which is exactly what you said.
What the fuck did I say? I am a god!
You're not a god!
I'm a god!
No!
Yes!
Anyway.
Merch coming up from Crafty Pancake. I am a god.
Chuck it up a Discord. So yeah, after many attempts to plug up this flood tunnel, 3 years later, in 1864, not only did this company go bankrupt, but the pit was deemed unsafe to work with after an accidental death of one of the workers.
What was the death by?
I assume
accidental
falling.
death.
Oh, okay.
One would assume falling.
I was going to say drowning, but I didn't know if it was going to be like some
drowning.
Falling and
completely
then drowning.
weird death.
Or both.
Yeah.
Falling, drowning,
Falling
both.
and then drowning.
Anyway, in 1860... Sorry, 18... Jesus, I could say 18. In 1866, another group came in. They gave up the next year after just not being able to find shit.
Oh man, there's only just dirt here.
God damn it. In 1896, an unknown company... Well, they stayed there for quite a while as well. We just don't... There's no record of the company. We just know they were there. They came in with pumps and boring equipment. After getting through an odd layer of blue mud at 153 feet, so 46 and a bit meters, so around here.
Okay.
They found an oak box encased in a cement box, and within both these boxes was a very small piece of parchment with either the letters VI or WI, I'm not quite sure.
It's pirate treasure.
It's
X marks the spot.
Well, here's
it's
a funny thing.
treasure.
I'll get into a popular theory early now that you've brought that up. One of the most popular theories is that, yes, it is pirate's treasure.
Right, if it's not a tomb, it's pirate treasure.
Captain Kidd is apparently his treasure.
Oh.
Or Blackbeard.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so instead of doing the classic X marks the spot, they're like rope and tree.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
I see
that's
that.
one way to
Captain
do it.
Kidd, his vessel apparently did go near Oak Island at one point. And this was quite shortly before he died, by hanging in Canada.
By any chance, was this the tree he was hanged by?
No. Else people would be like, he's definitely Captain Kidd's treasure. And of course they hung him above his treasure.
You can't get to it now, can you?
It's desecrated ground! But yeah, the other one is Blackbeard, just because of his quote of, my treasure is buried where neither hell could reach it. So, implying it's buried very deep down. And what are we if not very deep down?
Yeah.
So yeah. This parchment on it had either the letters VI or WI written on it. There was also apparently gemstones in this box.
Pirate fucking treasure.
Well, only a few, and there is no record of them, just word of mouth. Because it said that the foreman on this... sorry, not the foreman, like a supervisor, basically, just fucking stole them and didn't tell anyone.
Fuck, all right.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, like, I can get a quick buck for these rubies.
For these this red glass. He just doesn't know what it is.
People know what gems are at this
Goes to
Did
a
this guy
fucking
know?
pawn shop. Pawns it off.
I know what pawn shop you're talking about, and no, in 1896, 1896, I doubt they had a pawn shop.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, look.
My name's Rick
Maybe
Harrison.
they did, you don't know.
My pawn shop.
Welcome to Pawn Stars.
I gotta call him one of my... I gotta call him a friend. I gotta call him a specialist.
Gotta call him a specialist. He's an expert on parchments with the letters VI and WI on them.
Goes to a fucking post office.
I gotta put a stamp on this.
I got a package for these people.
Anyway, so people aren't quite sure on what this is. Then in 1897, a second accidental death occurred, which is very sad.
Yes.
And then in 1898, this unknown company had the very smart idea of pouring red paint down the hole. And basically, they watched where on the island red paint started to show up, because that will show if there are more flood tunnels. Oh. And there were 2 more flood tunnels. Other than because at this point, the first one had...
That's a big brain move.
Yes. At this point, the first flood tunnel had been successfully plugged. But yeah, there were more that were deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, there might have been more in the hole that they just hadn't reached yet, but of the ones they have reached, they found 2 more, which was swiftly plugged up.
I just came up with something.
Go ahead.
So, where it was either WI or VI, was it, could it have been IN or IM? I don't know. Just like
I thought you were going to say like, oh yeah, VI, you know, the Roman numeral for 6.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I was like, could it have been around the other way? It's like IN or IM.
In. Well, no, that would be. Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
And this unknown group at some point left before 1909. We don't have a solid record on when they left, but the next group came in at 1909, and they didn't have. There wasn't any record of this other mystery group being there as well. Okay. So, yeah, this group that did a lot for the research effort just fucking vanished.
Yeah.
Okay, so until 1967, and I meant to say 19 this time, about 8 different companies and groups came in to excavate the money pit with little to no success. Also, just quickly, anyone know why it's called the money pit so far?
Because there's money in the pit.
That's one theory.
With how much it costs, it's just a pit.
With how many
fucking
companies went there.
Yeah, the reason it's called the money pit is not because of the potential money that's in it, it's because of how much money people are pouring into getting whatever the fuck this is. Which I just find beautiful.
Yes.
It's exactly my sort of humour. That just kind of deprecates someone else. So, in 1967, the Triton Company, which is still a company today. All the other companies mentioned so far, not anymore. Unless the unknown one is secretly, I don't know, Virgin Airlines. I don't know why, that's the first one I came up with. I guess because Richard Branson recently went into space.
Yes.
Anyway.
So did Jeffrey Bezos.
One of those is more important, and it's not Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah, he wasn't the first one, so fuck him.
Yeah.
So yeah, in 1967, the Trident Company came in to basically give it a crack. Using more modern mining tools, they managed to get to a 235-foot mark.
Shit.
Which is 72 meters.
Okay.
Which is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. At which point they found a small cavern.
It's like a pit down to hell. Jesus Christ.
We covered that in a different episode.
Ah, yes.
What, the pit to hell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Actually,
cool.
Oh, they actually don't have that episode.
Oh, you don't have that episode?
No.
Oh, I'll fucking send it to you. But yeah, that episode was a few episodes ago. Episode
Oh,
3.
okay.
Jesus.
No, I got
Yeah, I'll have to send that one to you later. Anyway, a small camera was lowered down into this cavern and recorded. You know what? It recorded a possible 4 things. I'd like you guys to guess what they were, just out of fun.
Okay. I'm thinking a stone box,
Close.
maybe a skull.
Very close.
Bone.
What's above that? Bone. I know animal
Bones,
parts,
a fucking
maybe.
tomb.
Okay.
The devil
Stones,
himself,
metal.
maybe.
So yeah, what was recorded in there was a wooden chest, wooden cribbing, so it's like extra wood basically.
Yeah.
Tools, and a human hand.
Yeah, alright. That seems fair.
Decomposing? Already decomposed, hopefully?
I couldn't find what level of decomposition this hand was at.
The first year that this was discovered to wherever we at now.
1799 to 1960.
It was preserved really well.
Yeah. I'm saying if the human hand isn't decaying, there is something preserving it, like fucking
Satan. Yeah.
Yeah. Satan and or pickle juice.
Satan or vinegar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and now, the shaft later collapsed, and then the Triton Company abandoned it at some point in the 70s. And now to present day. Oak Island is mainly owned by 2 people now. Brothers Rick and Marty Lagnier, who now run a show based on finding the treasure of Oak Island. It's on its 8th season.
I'd see it.
Oh my god.
It's still running. The last season was released earlier this year. I think March earlier this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a lot to talk about this pit.
They found bits and pieces, but nothing really.
Hey, and they can film on location too.
Yeah.
Because they own, I think, 80% of the island.
Who owns the other 20?
I think it's like the Nova Scotia government.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, other than the theories I'm about to get into, that's pretty much it for the mystery.
Okay.
Any thoughts, theories, queries?
Pirates.
That, like I said before, that is by far the most popular theory.
I don't know. Like, besides what I said before, like maybe like all I could think of all I'm thinking of is the rope, and I'm like, okay, rope hanging, but then I know if there's some sort of like indigenous thing like that they did back then and before it started flooding. I don't know. Like I'm baffled.
You're baffled?
I'm baffled, Finn.
Yep.
I'm baffled.
Absolutely baffled, yeah.
Absolutely bamboozled.
Yeah. So the 2 most prevalent theories are, like previously stated, the pirate one. The other one is that the hole is just completely natural. And it was just a sinkhole, and naturally forming flood tunnels filled it in.
But what about the wood boxes? I guess maybe if someone was already living on the
tide
island, it just filled up.
That's what people are saying. Like, people put things down this hole, it filled up a bit, people put more things down this hole, people filled up a bit, and now we just have this massive hole in Oak Island. So, do you want to hear some more wacky theories?
Let's hear those fucking wacky theories.
Do you even need to ask?
Yeah. These more wacky theories aren't actually about why the hole is there, it's more what is buried there, what the treasure is of Oak Island.
Okay, so, let's go.
The treasure is the journey that you found along the way.
And all the money that went into it.
These are actually insane. So, like mentioned before, we got Pirate's treasure. Some of the weirder ones are Marie Antoinette's jewels.
Oh my fucking god!
Okay.
Because those jewels did go missing, and they haven't been found.
And they're on Oak Island.
That's what people are theorizing.
Okay. Yep.
Some others are missing William Shakespeare manuscripts.
Okay.
Let's get those Shakespeare manuscripts, shall we?
And his alter ego was VI or WI. And that was it.
Yeah. William.
Yeah, we're just missing the rest of the parchment. Just Wit. And then, I don't know.
I think my personal favourite of the weirder ones is that, you know the Freemasons?
Yes.
Nope.
It's a secret Illuminati-esque organisation.
Ah, yeah. I see.
The theory is that it's just a bunch of Freemason artefacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, I'm putting my 2 cents into the wacky stuff. Some old Walt Disney cartoons from the 1700s.
From
1799.
Sorry, 1800s. from 1799 before Walt was born.
Yeah, I'm like,
I think
born,
it's some old Walt Disney cartoons.
Alright.
And that kind of stuff.
The last aliens? Yeah, okay.
Maybe a very strange time capsule.
Yeah, that is another theory, that it is a time capsule. Like an old time capsule.
Yeah.
Really
but
old time capsule.
Another theory say it is just, like, really boringly, just a whole lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. Which someone that just misunderstood why it was called the Money Pit. They're like, money!
I mean, it was only really deemed the Money Pit, like, after it'd been dug, and like I said before, it was basically just a pun as to why it was called the Money Pit.
Basically just to trick big corporations into putting their efforts into absolutely nothing.
I mean, a lot of the people who did go try to dig it up were big corporations, or big corporations for the time.
Yeah.
But most of them were, like, mining corporations or companies that did deals specifically in excavation.
Sorry, I was just yawning. Yeah, sorry, I was just yawning.
Got me yawning.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Audience, if you yawn, let me know.
Yawn.
But that was creepy.
Yes.
But that is pretty much the end of the mystery. If any of you have any final thoughts?
I mean, besides what I've already said...
Erosion, you know?
Pirates or erosion?
Pirates or erosion.
I don't think they're going to get that far down because... From the sounds of it being kind of a small island and it constantly flooding, they're not going to get that far before the island collapses in on itself.
The fact that it hasn't already is frankly startling.
Right? They've dug, like, so far down. Like, how is
also,
it?
like, there are just... At this point, like, when they were trying to find the flood tunnels, where they were trying to find, like, other possible treasure holes, they... Don't laugh at treasure holes.
No, I'm laughing at glory holes, because that's where my brain went.
Alrighty.
So inappropriate. This is a family podcast.
That's why I didn't say it out loud. Until I did, yeah. Okay.
This is a fucking family podcast, and you just ruined it with glory holes.
Your fucking filthy mind.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway.
I'll leave back.
I forgot. I've lost my train of thought now of your goddamn glory holes. Because of all of the glory holes dug in the island.
It was overrun by gay men.
Yeah. The fact that it hasn't been already collapsed in on its
Glory
own.
Hole Island.
The Glory Hole Island Money Pit.
That's called strip.
What?
And Quinn's crying.
Shh, no one needs to know.
Quinn's crying, everyone.
From all the glory holes.
Shut up.
But yeah, and it got to a point where there are so many holes dug in the island that people actually struggled to find the original money pit.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Wait, isn't there like a tree there though?
Not anymore. They had to get rid of the tree to excavate.
Did they at least cover up the hole? Like
no.
Sorry, it's just an island full of holes.
One would assume they put safety fences around them, but...
Police tape, some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not enter.
Do not enter. Glory holes.
Enter. I just composed
But yeah, other than that, any other theories?
Nah, not really. Maybe just a bunch of... Judging from even before it got overrun by holes, it's just a big sinkhole and stuff just sort of flooded into it, which is like stones. Maybe a apartment from someone that used to live on the island.
Yeah. The devil is climbing up to Earth.
And he's getting flooded out.
So it's just like, no devil, not today.
Not today, Satan, not today.
Alrighty, and I think that we'll call it an episode there.
Wonderful.
Do you have anything to plug before you go full on weeping?
Well, I mean, you can go first, yeah.
Cool, thanks. I have a Twitch. I am a god. That's not the Twitch. There's also a bunch of other things in my link tree, my Twitch bio.
Yeah, and I'll link it all below. So
TikTok,
Yes.
Instagram, all that good stuff.
Follow my Instagram. Might be music on there. I'm not too sure yet.
Or don't follow.
Well, it's just if it gets released. And I know support your local artists.
Yep.
That's a good a good thing to
Go
do.
follow Finnacy. Go follow Finn.
Continue to listen
Sorry.
to this podcast. He needs his validation. I'm sorry.
I feel hurt, and I've been Finn.
And I've been Sky.
I'm Quinn.
Bye.
Bye. Glory
Bye.
hole. Glory hole. Glory hole.